Hey, what's up guys? Nerdy Librarian here. Once again, back in my build world. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that boat racing bit of shenanigans that we did. You can see the finish line over there. Now I want to do something that's going to be somewhat similar to that, but I think is going to be much more exhilarating and exciting. I'm talking about, of course, what I mentioned at the end of last episode here in the build world, where we actually ran the boat race. I'm wanting to build a pilot wings course of sorts. Well, first I have to find where my village is at. Wait, did I go to... I think I went the wrong way. That's funny. That's hilarious. Yep, I went the wrong way. Yeah. The finish line is... Yeah. Yep, here we are. There's the finish line, and here is the minecart track. So our platform, our starting platform for this is going to be up here. I'm trying to figure out the... I've been thinking about this for a little bit, and I'm kind of wondering how I want to make this course work. I mean, I'd kind of like it to start here over top of the village. And then, I actually have an idea for this. So, when you're looking down at the village from here, what I kind of want to do is put the first ring down a little ways where you fall through it and then deploy your Elytra, if that makes sense. I want to see if I can make that work, because I think that would be amazing. Once again, the task becomes, what material do I use for this? I'm honestly thinking slabs for this, because that gives you less that you can run into accidentally. But I don't know what material to make it out of. That's always my age-old problem. You know what? I'll make it out of cut copper, or no, waxed. Waxed, absolutely. Waxed is probably the fancier version of this. So, let's see. If we build it... Well, I have to see what a fair distance is going to be here. Okay. So if we build it like here, I want to make sure that it's going to be doable, if that makes sense. Like, I want this to be a fair course that I can make work. Okay. Oh. That's a gap of 5 though. So if I want to make this equidistant, I need to do something like that. And leave the corners off, because then it looks a little bit better. But then that means that one side gets 4 and one side gets 5, so it's lopsided. I don't like that. I want it to be 5 by 5. Okay, so that's the first so-called ring, if you will. And it's one that you can just kind of drop on through, and then theoretically can deploy the Elytra this way. Okay, so this is... I can just use any material for this. But I want it to be something... Yeah, I want it to be something where you can just drop down into it and that sort of thing, and then swoop up. Because I want it to have a little bit of challenge to it. So if I do something that's out like this far on it, so then get rid of this intermediary material, I don't need that. Okay. So we want to do a 5x5. Or leave a gap that's 5x5, I suppose. But in order to get this to work correctly, or at least what I'm envisioning, in order to do that, have to make it vertical. Okay. Honestly, I think the vertical ones are going to be easier to try to pull off here than the horizontal ones. But you can kind of see how that goes. You drop through, and then you swoop out, and then, like I said, I want it to go up a little bit. Not too much. Maybe just 6 blocks worth. And out a little ways. So maybe like right here for it. Because I want to make it a little bit challenging. That's what I want it to do. Oh dear, that was a sloppy job on my part. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Did I do this correctly? 1 1/2, 2 1/2, 3 1/2, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, okay. Sorry, I was just having to go back and check my own work there. I'm always having to do that. Okay, then we've got 5 there. Okay. And then there as well. Alright. Now, of course, I'm going to have to play test this. Probably to make sure each part works. I don't have to be perfect with it, though. But it also gets a little bit weird when you're using Elytra in creative mode, if I remember correctly. Let's see here. So that's survival inventory, my derpy-looking nerdy librarian character. Alright, there we go. This will be in transportation. Let's grab ourselves an Elytra. Alright. Oh no! Oh no! Is that even possible, what I made there? This is why you playtest. This is why you have to playtest some of these things. Ooh. Okay. So, what this playtesting tells me is that as much as I'd like to be able to swoop up like this, 1, it's too high, and 2, I think it's too close for it. Like, the amount of speed that you have to have coming off the second ring here is just insane. So what if we build it here and up 1 block? That's fairly reasonable, right? We can do that. We can make that work. Alright, so there's that, or it's slightly higher than that. Okay, and then the next one, I want it to be one, well, first let me change the time of day here. So I can see what I'm doing, and so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so we have it where we swoop up like this. So then what I want to do is I want to do something where you turn the corner and go while going down simultaneously. You'll see what I'm talking about here, I think. Okay. I don't know how much speed we're gonna have with this though, so I need to be careful and cautious. But say we put it, if we put it there, then what we can do is something like this, kind of like what I did with the boat race, is have them be diagonal rings. Yeah, I think that might work. Yes, there's a method to my madness. Honestly, I don't think that looks as clean as, you know, some of the rest of these, but I mean, it'll do, I guess. Yeah, I think the issue with it is the diagonal, to be honest. Because it looks like a much wider space than the rest of these. And actually, what would be funny here is have a corner like this have it be a narrower gap. Yeah. Like, say if I do something like that with the diagonal, it's actually not a bad size, which is the hilarious bit of this. At least in my mind, it's not a bad size. Other people might think differently, and that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion on that. I'm just doing the best I can here to build a challenging course for myself. Because, just like the boat race, I want to try to one-up myself with this. AKA, run it once, get a time, and then run it again, and see if I can beat that same time. Oh, poop. Okay, so we had that one turn that way, so we want to have this one turn the other direction, I'm thinking. So have it face back this way. And voila. Ooh, you know what though? I think that's what's partially doing it for me here. It needs to be kind of offset like that. Because I didn't do that with these. Okay. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. And then I want to make some more of those. I want to make some more of these ones, and I want them to go straight down like a chute. You'll see what I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 blocks in between. Okay. Well, 15 blocks down. Okay. You'll notice I'm doing some math here, so you guys don't have to. But I'm trying to do this with equilateral triangles. What I mean by that is each of the sides have the same length. You're probably going, oh, don't. You're probably going, get that geography. No, geometry. You're probably going, get that awful geometry out of here. Which, that's valid. I can understand why you would say that. But what I will say about equilateral triangles is they have the tendency to have sides that are all the same length. So when you're making something like this where you're wanting to go straight, especially with a diagonal, you have to work in triangles. So sorry. So if you're into building things in Minecraft and that sort of thing, well, I'm sorry to say, but you're gonna have to deal with geometry at least part of the time. Okay. So we'll go down 15 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 there. And then we want to go over 15. Like so. And then like so. So when I stand on this corner, it's a straight shot there. At least it should be. Theoretically. Alright, and it lines up with the bottom of the ring. Alright, so let's do this again, shall we? I have to say, this is kind of an interesting build. I wasn't sure how it was going to go at first, because this is my first time building a course like this. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I've never built it. I've never actually built an Elytra course before. Okay, so it goes down like that. And then We'll do this one more time, and then I want to vary it a little bit. Okay, 15. I want to actually be able to see what I'm doing, thank you very much. Boom, daylight. The time! Okay, so let's put that there and destroy all of these, because they're just bland stone in the sky. Get out of here. We're using waxed copper. Alright. There we go. Boom. Ah, poop. Get there eventually. Figure it out. Alright. So now, like I said, I want to vary this up a little bit. So for starters, well, I want to turn the corner one more time, but get into a position where it's going straight. So let's build it out some distance here, that way you can turn the corner and, or that way I can turn the corner and, you know, get into a smooth flight path on it. Hopefully, theoretically. Alright. Wait. Okay, yeah, there it is. I almost lost my reference point there. Would have been bad. Alright, so there's that ring there. So you can kind of see how the course is coming together here. You drop down, go through there, rise up a little bit, then down. You're gaining speed, and you have to take this corner here. And then I want it to be a good amount of distance between these two. And honestly, I think I could, at the speed that we're going to end up going down with the Elytra, I want to make sure that it has a good amount of distance with this between the previous checkpoint and this one. So let's do that and have it go down slightly, because there's still going to be a gravitational effect on it. Oh, hey, look, we're at cloud level. Excellent. Which is about halfway between world height and where the rest of the overworld is. Actually, I'll make this the top of the checkpoint, because I'm suddenly realizing that this might be... it might be a little farther than I first envisioned. Especially if there are clouds. I mean, I don't think the clouds are going to obscure vision that much. I don't think they're going to make it so I can't see what I'm doing. At least, hopefully that's not the case. But in case they do, give it a little more leeway there. Okay. Then this next one, I want to be kind of a cheeky one. Why do I say that? Because I want to build it into or onto the side of the minecart rail system. Like so. There we go. That should be doable. Right? I don't know though. Because honestly, there has to be one in between. There has to be a corner ring in between. Otherwise, it's not going to work out very well. So let's put it right about there. Right? Maybe? Well, that depends. If we're going pretty well, that's gonna be a little difficult to try to do. So I'm gonna end up destroying that one over there and dropping this down to about here. Let's see here. Okay, get rid of all of that copper. We don't need that there anymore. Okay, so there's this one, which will make a diagonal. Alright, there we go. Excellent. Okay, so there's diagonal there. It has a little bit more distance. And then, what if we put it down here, actually? No. Never mind. I have a much better idea for this. Okay, that went about as expected there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then... Oh, poo. Okay, so have it go into there, and then I think you'll see what I'm doing here. We're going to do kind of a similar thing to what we did with all those diagonals before, except we're going to put them down the side of this rail system, so it's going to look really cool when it's done. And honestly, it might even look better with a whole tunnel system of them, if that makes sense. So I might need to put some in between the ones I have here. Rats. The game really wants it to be nighttime. And I'm like, no. Alright. Alright. Okay. So I think you guys get the idea on this. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up here, this building episode, and then I'm gonna finish building this off camera and test it, and then I'm going to record actually running this thing for real. So be watching out for that. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I can't wait to see if I can one-up myself on using an Elytra to pilot wings my way through a course. But with that, I'm the Nerdy Librarian. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I think I said that already, but oh well. I'll see you guys in the next one.